First of all, I want to thank our wonderful speakers and moderators. I want to thank everybody that traveled from near, like across the street, around the corner, to from far. We have people here from Brazil, from Argentina, from Mexico, from many other countries in Latin America. And I want to thank all of you for coming today, and I want to give you all a big hand. So I hope you got a lot out of today's lunch and really had an opportunity to talk about your experiences, your lives. Everybody talks today about deliverables. You have to say what the deliverables are. And to me, the deliverables in something like this, you see every single day, because as you meet more and more people and you hear more and more experiences, and you understand that some of the things that you're thinking about are the same things that everybody has thought about, the challenges that people have confronted, and you make new friends, and you can talk about it, and you can think about how to overcome those challenges and be not just better in your workplace, in your house, in your family, but also happier. And I think that, frankly, at the end of the day, it's all about work-life balance and, frankly, being happy and comfortable with your own lives, as I think many people said today. So some of the things that we learned during today, and we appreciate you for juggling things to be here and join us. Some of the takeaways, and I'm just going to try a few, is that life is not a career ladder. It's a jungle gym. Okay to have wiggles and zigzags. You can be your own person, and I think many of us in this room have experienced that. It's not exactly up, it's not exactly down. People make changes, and making change and finding new careers and finding new paths, well, that's really cool, and it's really fun, and that's very interesting, and many of us have done that. I've done that. So that's great. You can be your own anthropologist at your own career to connect the dots. That's from Jillian Tett this morning. World is changing fast. Be flexible. Don't succumb to groupthink, and don't be afraid to reinvent yourself at any stage in your career to stand up and find your voice. That was Jillian Tett as well. And I think one of the things that I'd like to add there, which is really cool, is she said you can reinvent yourself at 20, at 30, at 40, at 50, at 60, at 70, and that there are all kinds of people in New York City with energy that are 75 years old with a voice, reinventing themselves, and I think that needs to be true everywhere and all over the world. The new 60 is 70, and the new 65 is 75, and as we all have longer longevity, based on today's scientific reality, we're going to have an opportunity to reinvent ourselves, all of us, many, many times, and we shouldn't be afraid to do that. Anyone can be a mentor. It doesn't have to be the highest power person in your office. You can learn from people at any level. Senator, I think you said that this morning, and thank you for that. Keeping your eyes on your goal, it's okay to take on even menial tasks like mixing glue as you rise towards where you want to be. Senator, I think you also said that, and we take that away. You have a purpose and passion for what you do that will lead to turbocharge you every single day and keep you focused on what is right, and that is from the Lead to Inspire, Inspire to Lead panel. And there are many other takeaways from today. And I think that sometimes you realize the takeaways when you go home and think about what you've heard and the friends that you've made and the opportunities that exist. And so if we today have just contributed a little bit to that discussion and that dialogue, we are so happy. I would hope that you would all fill in your recommendation forms, and we'd love your suggestions I think, as I said earlier this morning, we have a big event in Mexico coming up in November, and we hope that all of you, particularly those of you that live in Mexico, will join us. We're very, very excited about it. I hope Sandra's going to travel to Mexico to join us as well. And I would be remiss if I didn't thank my team one more time. Randy and Mechi and Natalia really led the charge, but so many of our young, amazing women here have put this together. And each year it's gotten better, and that's because each year I've done less and they've done more. So it's incredible empowerment, and I'd like to give them a round of applause and thank you. And finally, I want to thank Patty and Greenberg Traurig one more time, because it's really her partnership in this that has allowed us to take it to the next level. And together with Greenberg, and frankly, if there are other people who'd like to support this, we would be happy to have you. We will be thinking about what we're going to do and how we're going to do it in 2015. So we look forward to suggestions, places, ideas. We'd love to do that. And now, again, we have heard you. We invite you to go to the Mexican room. We have coffee and we have dessert. Or just stay where you are, do whatever you want. And again, thank you so much.